The foundation, of course, as it now is, the Education and Training Foundation, we're all going to be calling it the Guild for a bit longer, but it's now the foundation. We must get used to that quickly. Is really quite a brand new concept, and I think this is quite important. People, and we had it this morning in our session, very understandably, we're using sort of ex Elsis and from Elsis, and there's an element that some will transfer. So there's right and proper to a degree, but the foundation is a whole different animal, or at least it must become a whole different animal, not just because the Elsis budget, which started at 150 million, the foundation budget starts at 18 million. Well, hang on, that's a bit of a difference. I mean, that tells you there's a difference. So the foundation, though, has got to be a completely different animal. And the foundation is all about understanding that to do the FE systems job properly, it needs good, professional, highly competent staff. An obvious thing to say, but let's just stick with that. To get the FE system working at optimum level for its students, for its learners, for its employers, it has got to have the highest quality staff. I'm not saying we haven't got that now, but that's something we've got to have, and we've got to push forward. And those staff are recruited and looked after by the employers. Providers, we call them within the sector, but the employers in the sector. Now the foundation is all about grasping that reality, that it is the employers, the providers, who are responsible for getting and developing their staff to the optimum professional level to do the job we all know that's got to be done. Therefore, you've got to make sure that those employers are in the driving seat to develop, to articulate the standards, and to develop the standards, and to make sure that the support for the development of the standard and all their staff is in place. So the foundation then helps employers to articulate what they need in terms of staff, and then puts together a package of support for those staff and the employer organisations themselves to deliver the agenda of today. So we're talking really about personal professional development in there, led by employers, articulated by employers, supported by employers, but also those employers identifying what's the general areas where we need support because of the current agenda. As we sit here today, traineeships are about to come in. Every employer in the FE system who's going to be involved in traineeships needs some help, because there isn't one out there who knows how to do it. Therefore, surely, and they're going to say, hang on, we need some support to find out what traineeships should be and how we should go about it. Now, the foundation has got to collect that and help to design that support and find a way of actually delivering it. The English and Maths agenda, we talked about that quite a bit at our conference today already. It's come up all over the place. The employers, of course, need to know what are the needs, what is this functional skills, what is the GCSE, what do we need to be doing. Then they expect the foundation to pick that up as a problem and make sure that support is in place. Now, I don't know if that helps at all, but driven by the employer. This is our problem, this is the agenda, this is the help we need. Can we please get it and put it in place? Notice I've not mentioned government or department or civil service once through that. That has got to be owned by the sector, owned by the employers, yes, to utilise the £18 million the government has said they're going to make available in that process. So that's the challenge for the foundation, which I think is primarily about setting up the interface and the communication between the foundation and employers, so that employers are asking all those questions and finding the answers themselves and setting up the business plan to actually deliver the kind of support that they have actually asked for in the first instance. Now, that's really, that is not how we described ELSIS before, although they made a real attempt at doing it with their council. They understood the need and made some progress. We just got to put it into a different league. It is not the way we've done it before, and of course we've always been attacking and dealing with those agendas as agendas that have been set by the government. These have all been waiting to see what the government are telling us they want us to do, and this is different. How do we make sure we're able to deliver the contracts and to spend the government money in the way we all know it should be spent? We'll decide.